IPOB accused the DSS of presenting fake witness to testify against Nnamdi Kanu case that is going on between the federal government and Nnamdi Kanu. Don't forget that Nnamdi Kanu was kidnapped from Kenya by Buhari and Fulani to bring him to Nigeria. If today is your first time of watching my video, kindly subscribe to this channel, on your notification, share this video. I have video to back up to what I am saying, and I'm going to review some things that you have not heard from anywhere on this video so that you will see. As I keep saying it, Igbo leaders, Igbo's governors are the Efulefus, are the one that IPOB need to go more hard for. Yes, why do I have to say this? Today, as we speak, today Benlu, the Boko Haram that are buying people, killing people, now giving the children, giving birth in the north to their dog. Today, federal government have not wake up to do the needful against Boko Haram. The Buhari, they claim that is still alive. Today is still alive according to them. Watching that Tunde Bello, Boko Haram, is now giving people children to their dog to eat. Up to now, as I speak to you, nothing has ever done against them. Not quite long, Nigeria Army barrack now has turned to ordinary safe guy for Boko Haram. They can easily enter, pack their army tanks, do everything. Today, they will go scot-free. All we keep hearing from federal government and Nigerian armies are saying these people, the border is too porous, they are coming from Niger, they are coming from Cameroon, they are doing this. Excuses upon excuses. Things that happen in the north, they call them bandits. They call them, oh, they move over for. When similar thing or something that is not even up to happen in this east, they say IPOB have done it. Now, my question now is that does it now mean it is only the north that their border is porous? That it is only the north that these foreigners now trip in to the country to destroy? Southeast border is not porous. What makes them think that everything that happened in the southeast is being caused by IPOB? I don't know whether you understand what I'm saying. Let me come again. Why is it that everything that happened in the southeast being labeled IPOB are the one that do it? Why is it not foreigners? In the case of Benue, as we speak, the terrorizing, the Fulani headers that are terrorizing in Benue now have been classified, have been grouped that they are not Nigeria Fulani, they are Fulani from Mali that are buying people in Benue and in Plateau. But a case that happened in the case of a Southeast, they will tell you, oh, it is IPOB member that are it again. Ahmed Gulak that died in Imo State. Nobody know the source of his death. But suddenly, DSS now tender witness that it is IPOB member that killed Ahmed Gulak that came to visit Hope Uzodinma. Whether Hope Uzodinma is aware that he come to Imo State, I don't know. But now, it's not IPOB that killed. If we were to be in the north, oh, the border is porous. And this is where we are saying that why this, when with this marginalization, why did this hatred against this tribe going to stop? A tribe that have the solution to the country are being neglected, allow the blind to rule, to dictate a man who has solution. And that's why we are finding ourselves where we are today. Don't forget, I'm not an Igbo. I am from the Middle Belt, and I am proud of where I am. As I keep saying it, up to this very moment, Nigeria was doing great. Nigeria was doing marvelous. We were one of the great countries in Africa. Africa countries were running the rest of Africa were running to Nigeria to seek for greener pasture up to the very moment the APC in 2015 come to power, used their demonic broom to sweep away the virtue, to sweep away the glory of this land by depriving the people who have the solution to this country to be an affair of our economy. It will be a weakness, and it's in the public domain that ever since 2015, the Buhari who came over to take power from the PDP, which is this APC ruling party, they relegate Igbos. They thought they are doing Igbo. They relegate them by the thinking that, oh, if we allow these people to be in the charge of the economy, maybe that could be the reason why they are excel. Because they keep wondering, after the Biafra war, that Igbo was being, everything about them was taken away from them, everything went. They started from square one. But as I speak to you today, the Igbos have come back to take over from them, not only in Nigeria. When you talk about the richest tribe in Africa today, you will measure Igbo as number one, the richest tribe in Africa. Go to Europe, anywhere you see these people, they are doing well. They are representing well. That's why I keep saying that you can never curse whom God has blessed. These people are blessed by God. The moment you try harder to bring them down, the more you that are trying to bring them down, the more you get yourself down, and they are going up. Buhari and his cohort, Buhari and his boy, did everything to silence the Igbos. Try every possible means to silence the tribe Igbos. But today, Nigerians, every Nigerian is feeling the cost of what Buhari did in Nigeria. Economic shambles that Buhari has done. One will expect that as Bola Ahmed Tinubu take over from Buhari, he will do the correction and do the normal thing. But reverse is the case. It's like his own is even worse than what Buhari has done. How will you tell me that a minister of power is telling us that out of the money that has been allocated to him, now he has under him, he created, he brought what he call Baje, Baje are paying through their nose. As I speak to you now, Baje now, their electricity bill is more than their house rent. Now, the same man is still telling us that if you want constant light in Nigeria, we need to be spending 10 billion annually for we to get constant electricity in Nigeria. If we are being a country, this man supposed to be sacked the moment he make that kind of statement. Be on who we are. The man who put them there is party government. He put them there because it is their people. It's not about the credibility. It's not about, oh, you are good, come and occupy this place. He put them there as his people to favor them. And that's why we are finding ourselves seeing what we are seeing. Yes. It showed me that if you put an Igbo man as a minister of power there, they give him free hand to do the same thing this man is doing. This failure of light will have become things of the past in Nigeria. But my question is that why are we, because of tribe, religion, depriving people who have solution to our problem? And the worst part of it that these the same people who are treating the masses, because when two elephants fight, it is the ground that suffer it. And that's why you see any small, whether ordinary headache, they carry their bag, they carry everything, they move to America to go and treat themselves. When they get there, the funny part of it that when they get to the hospital, they will not ask which tribe is going to treat me. Whether an Igbo man is a doctor, whether Yoruba man, whether Hausa or whatever you are, that will treat you, they are not mine. But when they come back to Nigeria, when it is time to choose somebody to represent, they look for their person, even when it's not capable. And that's why you can see that there is no hope. It's not seen that Nigeria is getting it right, because we always bring tribe and religion before capacity, before intelligence. And that's why we are going down the drain on a daily basis. As I speak to you today, one will assume so as things are getting more tougher in Nigeria, that the citizens find it difficult to eat square meal in a day. The citizens now find it difficult to pay their children's school fees, to pay their bills. As I speak to you, the president of the country have jackpot from Nigeria to Italy to go and tell Pope, the new Pope that want to take over from the late Pope Francis. Am I saying it's bad? I'm not saying it's bad. But the question I'm asking, that numbers of people are dying in Benue. Numbers of people are dying in Plateau. As we speak, the distance from Abuja to Benue, the distance from Abuja to Plateau is not far. The president have not go there to go and see what is happening. But he have the energy to go to Rome, to go and officiate what is happening. He's the one that is going to crown the new pope. People are saying, oh, if it is Saudi Arabia, they invite Bola Ahmed Tinubu now. Oh, the Southeast people, Christian will have been shouting. They want to turn Nigeria to Islamic nation all there. Because of these people who have used religion to brainwash us, we have lost our memory, we have lost our faculty, and that's where we are now more slavery to them on a daily basis. Can't we see that these people have used religion to brainwash us? What we're supposed to think is about humanity, not religion. Humanity first is religion. And that's why you see a country where I find myself, if you watch up to this extent, instead of we to take humanity first, we take religion first. You can see pastors now in Nigeria, they prefer building their cathedral. Even at this very moment that people are hungry, that people they buy, many still believe on building their cathedral because it's now competitions. If your cathedral is not ready, you cannot go with where people who have built cathedral. And that's why you see some of them deviated. Some of them soak their hand, sold their self to the devil just because of cathedral, just because they want to gather the crowd, they want to be like others. But this is not the gospel of Jesus. And that's why you are seeing even in the mosque today, most of them too have deviated. They are now trying to copy what is happening in the church. They pursue riches rather to affect humanity. But what shall it profit a man to gain the whole world? At the end of it all, you lose your soul. As I speak to you today, in the country where I find myself in Nigeria, missionary school that's supposed to be the cheapest, or if not free, for poor man children to go, missionary school now cannot be affordable. Many poor men children now are not educated. They forget that their children they send to school in the nearest future. These children, poor men children that are not going to school now, will become a terror to them in the nearest future. Yes. The children you refuse to send to school today will become a tormentor to you in future. You have money there. You can send your children to UK. You are a politician. You are a governor. You are a senator. You are all and all. You pack the resources to develop the state, to develop the local government. The money that has been allocated to do road, you do fake road. You carry the money, carry your children, go school in abroad. Let them go. They are coming back. They are coming back. The danger that is ahead of this country, if we are still one in the next 20 years to come, is going to be terrible. And that's why you are seeing today that this religion has caused a lot of havoc. This president have a imam that is loyal to. This president have a pastor that is loyal to. Why are they not calling them to order? Instead of that, they will go to Asuro to go and pray for him. The governor of your state, who are misbehaving, who are turning the resources of the state to send a particular set of people to Mecca, even when it's not bringing economic impact to the state. Why is the pastor that they are loyal to, why is he not questioning them? Why is the Alpha, the imam that they are loyal to, why are they not questioning this governor, this local government chairman, these senators? Have you seen what religion have caused to us as a nation? As I speak to you today, in Nigeria, Most of the boys that are doing fraudsters today, let me shock you. You will hear Daniel, you will hear Gideon, you will hear Matthew, you will hear Paul, you will hear Christopher, you will hear Stephen, you will hear James. These are names from the Bible that they're supposed to emulate, but rather poverty has become the order of the day. These are the names you now find in the criminal gang who are defrauding people. Go and check in the other religion, in the Muslim. Why is it that you see here people who are bearing Muslim name now are part of people too? They are also doing, you hear Musa, you hear Bello, you hear Tunji, you hear good names from the Muslim background. They are also into this fraudulent art, into criminality, crimes. And that's why I've said that this religion is causing more harm than all for us. We should go back and humanity first before religion. As I keep saying it on my platform, that you were not born with Bible, neither were you born with Quran. You were privileged to come into the world. Maybe by virtue of your parents were Christian or Muslim, you decide to practice it. Or as along the line, you decided to switch to any of religions you want, which is a matter of choice. But why are you placing the religion before humanity? Even God created man in his own image, not in the image of a religion. God is not a religious man. That's why you see churches are everywhere, mosques are everywhere, but we are now the capital poverty of the world. Why? Because all those big men of God, all those big imams, they use the religion to escape poverty. Because it is most of these men of God in the time of elections, you see all these politicians, they will loot money to go and sow seed, to go and give them money, so that to keep their mouth shut, they will not talk. Excuse me. That's why you see this atrocity that is happening. One will say, oh, are they not these the same men of God during Jonathan who stood, who turned the country upside down, who support the protests? Many of them, they came in one way or the other, they protest under the old Jonathan. What is stopping them now? Is it that if they talk now, the government will shut their church? Why are they not speaking? Why is there not any pastor that are speaking? As I speak to you now, their members now hardly get transportation to go to church, not to even pay offering or to pay tithe. Tell me, what is the effect to Nigeria economy about this journey that Bola Ahmed Tinubu went to Rome to do? And that's why some people tell you that this country is not a country. This country have expired. Jonathan have said it. Many of the leaders have said it. Divide this country, let everybody go. We are just managing this country. This country is gone. The foundation is destroyed. It's beyond repairable. You call Nigeria, some group of people came together because of their selfish interest. The British bring the Hausa, bring the Yoruba, bring different tribes, bring them together and name it Nigeria. Who was there? Who agreed to name this country Nigeria? And what is the meaning of Nigeria in the Yoruba? What is the meaning of Nigeria in Igbo? What is the meaning of Nigeria in Hausa? It's a fraud. Anything you build with fraud cannot stand. It will take a time. If you like, use fraud money to build an estate. It will take time. Even if you succeeded in your time, your children will definitely sell the estate. It cannot work. It's not a legit money. The country was built in a fraudulent way. And that's why you are seeing that we are passing through these challenges we are passing. There's nothing like in Nigeria. What is the meaning of Nigeria in your language? If you watch up to this very video, you mean, okay, I'm talking nonsense. What is the meaning of Nigeria? In your own language. Excuse me. Talk to me. So it's a fraudulent activities. It's a fraudulent. The British use this thing to keep making Nigerians. And that's why you see a lot of things that happen to Nnamdi Kanu. They dare not talk. They don't want to talk. Because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was even an obstacle to them. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu want to stop them where they are making from. Can't you see the way all of them are fighting Abraham Traore? But just because now he has stopped them to stop making the Africa. As I speak to you now, you are watching this video, or as of the time I'm doing this video now, many Nigerians are in the forest. Africans are in the forest, trekking through to Europe to go across the sea, taking risk. Then they are the one that's supposed to be coming into this country to come and hustle, not we. But because we allow these people to buy us over because with religion. And that's why you see any African that escape Africa, go to Europe, you can see that the love of going to church is not like the way it is. Because they've seen it differently. Over there, worship God for who he is. Not you are worshiping God because of what he will give to you. In here, they make us to believe that it is when you worship God, you'll be able to build a house. It is when you worship God, God will be able to give you a car. That is the mentality they build us here with. And that's why we are working with it. And that's why many people think if you don't go to church, if you don't go to mosque, you cannot be a successful person. Thank you for watching me. If you watch up to this very moment, please drop it on comment. Let me take my special time and appreciate you. Thank you for watching.